Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're reacting to
The NBA betting scandal just got 10 times worse.
The big mystery in this NBA gambling scandal is why would a guy making $24 million a year risk it all for some tiny prop bet payoff? Cause we thought guys like Terry Rozier were supposed to be immune to this kind of stuff. Well, we just learned what caused him to do this. But what the NBA did after finding out may be just as bad. And if true, this makes them look 10 times worse than they already do. But first, back to Rozier. We kind of get why a guy like Jonte Porter would do this. He was making $400K a year, so some shady guy offers a payday. Okay, maybe. But Terry Rozier, how could this happen? Well, the FBI just told us who his partner in crime was. But I am taking today's sponsor, Viore, out into the real world, solid form, and the inspired active description in this video. And thanks again to Viore. Man's name was De Niro Laster, a close childhood friend of Rozier. They grew up playing sports together in high school. So this dude comes to Rozier and asks for a favor. Yo, if you can hook me up with any kind of info, a guy just called me saying he'd give me $100,000. And Terry was probably like, all right, yeah, I can hook you up. He figured, yo, it's late March, couple games of the season, we're not in the playoffs. What's one fake injury? I can hook up my childhood best friend with $100,000 if I do this.
That's fucked up. It's his
it's better he give his friend the 100.
best friend fuck him up like. I don't think Terry Rozier has 100K to spare like that, but
And then he said he has 24 million.
his contract was 24 million. Doesn't mean he has that in his bank. But that's for a friend to do that. That's fucked up.
One time.
That's not a friend.
Such a bad decision because he did it, and then that friend De Niro Lester gave the info to a man named Marvis Faley, a shady gambler. Why do you think he was willing to pay $100,000? It set off a network of illegal gambling all across the country. Shane Hannon, for example, $61,200 on Rozier unders. Co-conspirator 2, $107K. Timothy McCormack and Long Fee Fam, $41K. Co-conspirator 3, $20K. 4, $17K. Number 5, $12.5K. Then two guys under $4K each. So little did Rozier know, but he told him.
They're coming for a guy that bet $800.
Then two guys.
The CC6, co-conspirator 6. No, like this. I guess this is who FBI is coming after for that bet for Terry Rozier. But one guy bet $800.
Still a lot of money.
Yeah,
I think
but
there's a base. I think there's a base.
that's FBI's interest. Somebody who
But
bet $800 on
I
this.
guess the collection of it all, you know.
Like 4K, okay, but
We can start somewhere like maybe 300 and then 300 up.
Under 4K each. So little did Rozier know, but he told his childhood friend that spread made it so easy to catch. I mean, 200K getting bet on a Thursday Hornets game, how obvious could it get? And how much money did they actually make? Well, I've seen articles online saying
I guess it depends, like what is the standard betting. I don't like.
Does he still have his job, or he lost his job too?
Who?
Rozier.
Oh, he's on a suspension right now, I think. So pending
You think it's
investigation.
fair?
Probably. I mean, because NBA already investigated him and they cleared him.
Oh, and he did it again.
This is the same exact location that they cleared him for. So that's
Why
what,
did they clear him then?
because they didn't find nothing. So I think
So wow.
I think that's why he's in the title alluding that this just got worse, because I think he's gonna talk about the fact that NBA investigated him already and cleared him when FBI investigated for the same thing and didn't clear him, which kind of makes NBA look like, oh, they half-assed the shit. Either half-assed it or they didn't want to find anything. So we'll see where he goes with this, but I think that's might be one of them.
things like, this is the exact moment Terry Rozier threw a game for 200K. He didn't make 200K. That is such lazy reporting. There's been so much bad reporting on this story, it's insane. What they misread was that 200,000 was bet on the unders. Rozier didn't make 200,000. How much did De Niro Laster actually get paid? Remember, he was promised 100K, right? It was less than that. The FBI said tens of thousands of dollars, probably about 20K. So he drives it to Rozier's house, counts out the money. I don't even know if Rozier took any of that. He was probably like, nah, man, you can keep it. But that is how a man making 24 million gets wrapped up in something like this, and how other
That changes things a little bit for me, though.
Wow.
Because if Rozier didn't make any money off it, but I guess he still threw it on purpose, though. If he just said, "Oh, I'm not feeling well this game," or something like that, and then the guy spread it to like 25 other people, that's different. But I guess if he threw it on purpose, that's still kind of bad, though.
I think that's probably why he got passed in for the NBA investigation.
It's possible, yeah, because if he didn't really make anything of it, it's kind of,
He just told his friend, not like a person like, random, as a friend.
yeah, you told.
Ask him how he was feeling. No, I'm not feeling too good. And then to use that information from his friend. He doesn't control that.
Well, this is interesting. It's still, it makes, in my opinion, it makes his case a little bit better than it was when last time we reacted. Where I thought like, okay, he actually did it for money, for himself, with like selfish intent. If that's,
I wonder if there's any texts or emails with that him saying he did it.
I don't know. Yeah, but this is a little different than I thought initially.
Other guys in his position could also too. They have a lot of friends from back home. But Rozier is a terrible warning too. His entire life could be ruined from one bad decision. Some people say he played bad in other games. No, there was one game here. No other betting irregularities, no investigation, nothing shady. This should be a warning to other players. If you do this once, it could blow up in your face, ruin your career, land you in jail. Can you believe Rozier was cuffed at the wrists and the ankles and had to put his house up for collateral on bail over one game? But for as bad as that is, what the NBA did next might be on that level. And if this is true, Adam Silver could be in huge trouble. Now, there's a conspiracy element to this, so stick with me. It starts January 20th, 2025, the first day that we learned that Rozier was in trouble. The league said, hey, in March 2023, the NBA was alerted to unusual betting activity related to Terry Rozier. We conducted an investigation and did not find a violation of NBA rules, but we are now aware of an investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office and have been cooperating with that investigation. So basically, like, hey, you're about to hear that the feds are investigating Terry Rozier. We already knew about that, just letting you know. Well, why didn't you tell us? They kept it under wraps for 22 months. In fact, Rozier faked that injury in that March 23 game. Here's Terry coming off a screen, midi jumper looking great. Oh, then all of a sudden he feels his ankle, leaves the game, no limp, but sportsbooks alerted the NBA within hours of this, okay? Hey, bunch of Rozier prop bets on a Thursday Hornets game.
At least he could have limped if he was gonna, I don't know. Because if he's no limb, just walked off the court and
might want to check that out. So the NBA pulls Rozier the rest of the season. Now, granted, there were just 8 games left, but it wasn't for that injury. That was fake. This was an NBA investigation, so they knew and said nothing. Now, I do kind of get not telling the public because,
I mean, why I don't feel like they're obligated to say anything to anyone.
Well,
if it's
people are
internal.
betting.
No, but they already pulled the guy. So if the guy is already pulled, so people can't bet on him.
But maybe people have concerns of previous bets they probably made on him. Because I would question that too. Because how long he's been doing? I need answers.
No, but I don't know.
Because you're telling me, oh, it was just one game. No, he was playing.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, I see.
just in case it is totally false, you don't want to ruin Terry's reputation the rest of his life. But they then allowed him to get traded to the Miami Heat.
Wow.
That is, yeah, kind of makes
Hiding the problem.
makes Miami Heat now getting the short up on the stick a little bit. Now, if they were trading it, and kind of just to get cash back and to waive the player, whatever, that's different. But if they actually needed like a good player and that's who they got and a player that's ineligible to play,
That would be suck.
that is set up. I can see why like Miami Heat can be upset about this.
With this going on, really, do you know how pissed I would be as the Miami Heat GM or a fan? Dude investigated for illegal gambling and you don't tell us?
Yeah, and
now,
you don't
Silver's
tell
been asked about
anybody?
this,
Yeah,
and
that-
what
that is problematic. No, I agree with that. That's fucked up.
he says is the NBA doesn't have subpoena power. They cannot threaten to throw people in jail. All they could do was look at Terry's phone, talk to him. So
Not jail, but at least like internal NBA memo, like to the teams that this is what's going on or something. I don't know.
Player conduct.
Yeah, like something.
So all clear. If he ends up guilty, well, hey, they did everything they could do. But not telling the Heat about this is weird. Why? Well, it looks like Silver may have covered up the scandal temporarily to protect the league. Yeah, people see how he reacted to the Kawhi news, all nonchalant. What won't this guy cover up? All he cares about is making money for the NBA. Oh, actually, turns out the NBA found out about the Rozier thing March 23, then announces the new media rights deal July 2024. Whole time said nothing, kept that in the dark. Why? I could just see this coming across Adam Silver's desk and he's like, Yo, this cannot come out right now, okay? We're about to sign for $75 billion. Now, of course, I cannot prove any of this motive. All we have here.
Your boy Adam Silver seems about he's gonna have to resign.
I like him too.
I think he's gonna have to step down. This is looking really bad on him.
Did they ask him to step down?
I think he is gonna have to step down.
When? I mean, it's been going on for like a while now. Like,
Well, I mean, it's just like what, a week now, so
mm.
I think Adam is gonna have to take a step.
Replace who? Who's gonna take the spot?
The not president. What's the vice commissioner?
Who's that?
It's some guy that does a.
Is he tall?
No, he's short. He does a
He's
draft
short?
on the second day.
Ooh, can you show me a photo? Maybe I recognize him.
You won't recognize him. You don't know him.
There are the facts and the timeline. You can be the judge. But you know who does care? Is the Miami Heat. Could they get that trade reversed? Because Rozier has been terrible for them. In fact, he's so bad that in game 1 he was available to play, but not in the rotation because he's that bad. But could they get salary cap relief? Maybe that's one thing. But really, if I was them, I would care about the pick. They traded a first-round pick to Charlotte. Fire Miami doing everything to get that back. But there's one other thing that we just learned about the Mafia poker games too. So the FBI.
Yeah, Miami should be compensated for that. For I don't know how.
This is a breach of trust.
Yeah, this is bad. I feel like Miami owner can sue the league for something. I don't know.
Says that Chauncey Billups lured rich people in to rigged games to steal their money. But the Mafia is down so bad if the best celeb they can get for their rigged poker game is Chauncey Billups. No way Scorsese can make an interesting movie about this. But maybe not. Pablo Torre reports that Kevin Garnett also played in one of these games. A number of former pro athletes, in fact. And I am sorry, if that is true, no way Kevin Garnett, who made over $300 million, knew this game was rigged. Involved with the Mafia. The FBI says, in total, these games stole about $7 million. What is KG gonna care about that? And if he didn't know, maybe Chauncey didn't know either. And I'm sorry, if Chauncey Billups is innocent, his real crime here was giving info to Damon Jones. And really, that's the only new thing that we found out in this whole big FBI press conference. Damon Jones, a former assistant coach, was selling
This
inside info.
FBI
We already
agent
knew
still has
about
his job. I thought he lost his job because they said they got the shooter in one instance, and they didn't have the shooter.
I don't know.
Oh.
Terry Rozier. Either way, this is a terrible look for the NBA.
Yeah, as I said the last time we did this reaction, I think Chauncey Billups, I can see him getting out of this, because to me Chauncey is not like to me honestly that's nothing, but Terry Rozier.
So the people, the president, vice president of NBA, how do you get into that to get on the commission board? Like, what is their background?
you work in the NBA, and I think it's a ladder. You climb up, climb.
Are they voted in, or they? Or...
No, they're not. Because I think this guy, the bald guy, skinny, he used to be a vice commissioner under Adam Silver, and when Adam passed, or I think he passed or retired, I don't know.
So is this a permanent position until you pass?
Yeah, and then it's not until you pass, which you can't step down.
How much money he was making?
I don't know. I'm not in his man's pocket.
No, I need to know how much he's losing now. Wow.
I don't know. You can Google it. I don't know. You want me to Google it?
Yes. Wow. So how long you have this position for? It's not like
a decade, over a decade, I think.
Over a decade, and you don't lose it until like you die?
His annual salary is $10 million.
Why would he do that and give up his salary? It's like the other guy did it for 24 million. He don't have to play or anything. He's gonna give up 10 million.
He wanted to grow the league because the media
So that
rights deal.
That $75 million deal.
He's been the commissioner since 2014. Yeah, he was the second.
He couldn't.
He was the second deputy commissioner of the NBA, and then he assumed office.
He got too comfortable.
And his deputy commissioner is Mark Tatum, which is this guy, which is most likely would succeed him.
Oh, where's he from?
I don't know. So you ask Vietnam.
Vietnam?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Vietnam.
Yeah, so
that's gonna be pretty cool.
He is of Vietnamese and Jamaican descent.
Wow.
He would most likely succeed.
Most likely?
Well, because he's the deputy commissioner, so
okay.
He would be the commissioner, I think.
So he has no oversight. Like, it's just that guy have all the say, and this guy didn't.
This guy's like, imagine the other guy is like president, and this guy's the vice president.
Okay, so he didn't know that we're not like
This
didn't he know
guy?
about this investigation? Yeah,
He probably
like
did, but he didn't make the
didn't.
decision to keep it quiet. I think it came from Adam Silver.
People already thought games were rigged, and now this? Adam Silver needs to do something before another scandal is even worse. But the
I mean, the games being rigged, yes, that is a thing. Well, people do think that, but I think that when you say, "Oh, the games are rigged," you're more thinking, "Okay, it's rigged from the top down." Like Adam Silver tells the refs how to blow the whistle, so like certain teams make it.
I never heard that for basketball, only football.
No, we hear that in basketball because like sometimes you watch the game and you feel like, oh, the call is just not going your way.
Oh.
The refs calling bullshit, so like you feel like, oh, the game is rigged because you don't want this team advancing, like for that reason. But in that case, the game is rigged from the top down, not like, oh, the game is rigged because a player bet money or whatever. Like you don't think that you just, or like
So he wasn't Rosier. He wasn't that good, or was he good?
Rozier had like a good year or two.
24 million.
No, he had like a good year or two at one point in the Boston Celtics. He had, because I think he started out like from a G League or something. He really came, he built his name. So he had like a good couple years, and then he, made a lot of money that, and he kind of fell off.
So what team? What state? This is what team?
He was part of Charlotte Hornets, I think, when
Hornets?
the scandal happened.
So if this comes out, is this something that everyone will be like, oh my god?
I mean, it already came out.
No, like if NBA was to do their investigation properly, and they decide, oh no, we have to remove him, and they disclose to everyone for XYZ, do you think it would have been so much a commotion as opposed to the aftermath with the cover up of it all, with the scandal now, him being transferred to Miami?
The idea is they didn't disclose it because they did their investigation. They found that was not the case, so they thought, okay, it's gonna end there. Now, how they came to that conclusion, I don't know.
There must be a whistleblower.
I think they weren't expecting the FBI to get involved. If they thought FBI would get involved, they probably would have disclosed it. Because now with the blowback, it's going to be way worse than if they just immediately disclosed it.
Because they don't know who that friend talked to, like, was part of the mob or the mafia or like.
Right. Yeah, I don't.
They probably thought it was like small time. Wow, that's a big mistake.
Actual basketball has been amazing so far. One of the best starts to a season I can remember in a long time. Rockets game 1 was great, but it did expose a serious
flaw. So that's why he's 10 times worse, because he's going to lose 10 million. Yes?
No, I think 10 times worse is because NBA didn't disclose it to the Miami Heat, and now Miami Heat has grounds for lawsuit. Well, at least Miami Heat owners.
So will they sue or not sue? You acting like they won't sue?
I would sue. If you sold me bad goods, yeah, I would sue.
I think what they will probably do is they work it out. They come to some sort of a settlement, because they're not going to want to sue.
Right. The settlement in a sense, get their pick back, or get some sort of compensation. Yeah, cap relief or something. Cause,
can I see the comments?
Yeah. This was an interesting video. Honestly, when I clicked on it, I was like, it's just going to be another clickbaity video with no updates. There was a little updates to it. I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah.
The downfall of Meg Thee Stallion.
I like the T.
Adam Silver looks like he could be a Man in Black alien wearing human skin.
Okay.
Being rich and successful, but still having broke childhood friends is always a problem.
Yeah.
Adam Silver's NBA is just a lawless wasteland filled with ads and gambling. Oof. I don't see how Adam Silver survives this. Honestly, he should step down at this point. Yeah, I think so too. I think
So what does he do now? Go do a podcast?
Adam Silver?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think he has to step down. I think
that's quite sad, Lucas.
I mean, it's sad, but it's his mistake that caused this.
Yeah. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.